A bitch is that mean, negative, self-talking, judgmental voice in your head that treats you unkindly and convinces you to do the things that you know don't really serve you. I created Ditch the Bitch just out of the necessity of my own life. When you go about your everyday life, wherever the areas come up that you feel stuck or that something's not clicking, there's a bitch there. Whether you know what to do but you can't get yourself to do it, or you just, something's not clicking. She's being mean to you, or she's telling you you're less than, or maybe she's just bossing you around and controlling your life. And you have two options. You can either let the bitches control you, or you can ditch them and you can disarm them and make sure that they don't affect how you go live your life. I noticed that I had bitches walking around in my own life. The places that I was stuck, or the places that I was wondering, why do I know what to do, but I can't get myself to do it? And when I drilled it all down, it really came down to I had bitches running my life. They were telling me from a very young age that I wasn't enough, that I was overweight or not smart enough. It's like my brain was being overtaken by things that didn't empower me. And it was my way of just putting a framework around it for my own life. And it wasn't until I realized what it was and called it what it was that I was able to just live my life accordingly and not let all those feelings and thoughts run my life. Ditch the bitch is a language. If they're showing up in your life every day, you're going to want to know about it. You want to know what they look like. You want to know how they walk, how they talk. Imagine if every single time you had a voice that ran through your head that was telling you you're not enough, or you're too much of this, or too little of that, or judging you for everything you say, or every morsel of food you eat, or whatever. Imagine if you could just look at it and say, oh, there's a bitch. There's a bitch. There's a bitch. Doesn't affect who you think you are. Doesn't affect who you go decide to show up as the rest of the day. You feel in control of your life. No one can tell you who you're going to be. You just can decide it on your own. I believe that learning this language will completely transform the way you live your life. Ditching is just a matter of disarming those bitches and making sure that they don't take control over your life. They're always going to be around, but they don't have to control you, and they don't have to take away your power. We live in a world now where we're filled to the brim. We have commitments. We are sucked dry of our time and our energy. Before we can go create a life we love or figure out what that looks like, we need to get rid of all the stuff that's not. I feel like we've been using the wrong equation. Instead of going and adding something more to your overpiled, overfilled, overscheduled life where we're already lacking sleep, lacking energy, lacking motivation, I believe the first step is actually making space for that by taking away what's not working. We need to make room by subtracting before we go add in a bunch of new things. Ditch the Bitch is perfect for anyone who is ready to just upgrade their life, ready to raise the bar on themselves. They're sick of wondering, why do I know what to do and I'm just not doing it? Why do I feel stuck? Something's missing. I'm ready to find out what's missing. Anyone who knows what to do but can't get themselves to do it. Anyone who struggles with perfectionism. Anyone who feels like they're seeing themselves fall into the same patterns and the same habits and they don't know how to get themselves out of it. Anyone who is not keeping promises they make to themselves. Anyone who's sick of feeling less than they want to feel. It's perfect for anyone who either fell out of love with life or never fell in love with it to begin with. It's possible to just go feel that way today. When I define what a bitch is and the concept of ditch the bitch, every woman I've ever talked to has been like, I have bitches. I get that. I see that. And it's just so easy to see. I have yet to meet a woman that doesn't get the bitches. Whatever you're not doing in your life or wherever you feel stuck, there's something in your head telling you to do that. It's the difference between owning your life and having your life own you. It's the difference between responding based on what you want and how you feel versus reacting because you don't feel in control. It's the difference between living your life and loving your life. It's the difference between talking to yourself like somebody you love and talking to yourself like you would not even talk to your worst enemy. I believe that if women had access to this information, it would be so easy to make the changes they'd want to make or figure out why they're not doing what they know they want to do or where they're getting stuck. I dare you to go learn a new language. Ditch the Bitch is the language that's going to take you to the next level of your own life. It's going to lead you to become the next version of yourself. Because before you can go figure out what that is or what you need to do to get there, you need to get rid of all the things that aren't serving. You're going to be having conversations with yourself anyways. wouldn't it serve you to go start talking to yourself like somebody you love? Start talking like the person you want to become.